not safe.
But yeah, because he's like in a fraction of a second, he's on the other side.
Absolutely crazy.
But I think Marc, he has some experience now against Falcon. He used to practice with Cortex a lot. He's a Cpt.Falcon maker from the Netherlands. He's not here today, unfortunately. But
is Sheik a hard counter for Cpt.Falcon or just?
I'd say not hard, but soft counter.
Okay. Any other top tiers that do better?
Maybe. I guess.
Not convincingly.
Like, not that much. I guess Fox is a little better than Falcon. Falco is a little bit better than Falcon, but not much better.
Okay.
It's just Marc has the decision between either Peach or Sheik, and Peach is so difficult to play well against Falcon. Really only Armada can do it.
But we're getting into game 1 here. I thought that maybe Marc had specifically picked up Sheik versus Cpt.Falcon.
Well, not specifically, he's been playing Sheik for a long time, but this is one of the matchups that you regularly see.
Yeah, then it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So they chose Dreamland 64 as the first stage.
Yeah, I'm not sure why exactly. Maybe they both consider it a pretty neutral stage, considering that neither of them have a great recovery.
I do think Falcon can do a lot more with all the space though.
Well, yeah, run around. No, if you want to camp your opponent for a while, there's, you have the space to do it here. I think maybe a smaller stage would be better for Marc, but then again, maybe he likes this stage. It's possible, just individual preference.
It's still a neutral stage after all.
Exactly.
Okay. Ooh, quick needle.
Oh, he needs to get the kill there. But because it was the weak hit, he didn't get it. Now he does.
Managed to damage control really well. Only 28%, 39 after respawn. Basically even.
And now he needs to be careful that he's not pressured into the corner and gets a lot of damage, and he has to bring it back again the next stock, right?
The little Shino style actually hit the Cpt.Falcon and allowed him to work his way all the way to the other side of the stage, but a rogue knee.
That is not so great DI.
Taking the stock so soon.
Yeah. And now Marc needs to bring it back from 50% approximately. And he's always playing from behind this way, and that's not a good position to be in.
Okay.
That was an unfortunate dash attack, a little bit too hasty maybe.
And another knee is another stock. Cross stage on Dreamland of 90%.
You can see how difficult it is for him to deal with this matchup, even with Sheik. Maybe Daisuki has some Sheik experience. He is a Spanish player of all. He has a really great Sheik in his region in the form of Over Triforce.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's exactly the same region. There are basically two in Spain, Barcelona and Madrid. I'm not sure which one Daisuki is from. But I can imagine that he has some Sheik experience.
Okay, so Marc cleaning it up, which leaves him with 2 stocks to work down here before he goes down himself.
Yeah, he has to basically bring back an entire stock.
Just dodge knee or bust.
Yeah, do some edge guarding stuff. Yeah, okay, that's good. Tech chase grab.
Oh, he got it too, but it was just a little bit too late on the trigger. Nice little combo.
Oh, that's unfortunate that it hit, because Falcon is going to get a lot of that.
I can imagine needles being a nice little dessert stool in this matchup.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it stops him dead in his tracks, that kind of, it's not a huge deal, but it kind of, throws your opponent off.
Yeah, maybe
or at
not.
least I could imagine.
Maybe not on this stage though. It's a little too big. The needles don't go everywhere. All right, he gets some damage from that. If he can get a gimp, then it's still possible.
Okay.
And I can see Marc starting to play a little bit more safe, and then it's difficult for Daisuki to get the kill. And he needs something like that because he's not going to get one of those awesome knee combos.
But there it is. Nothing he could do. Had to go on stage.
I think he killed with that 3 or maybe 4 times. No, he had one other kill at least, so maybe 3 times. And it's difficult for Sheik because, as I said earlier, when she lands on the stage, there's so much lag, he can just take his time to get the knee.
Though I think if Marc did start a little bit of an adaptation at the end, if he plays the entire game in the style that he played his last stock, then he should be good to go.
Yeah, I think the same, and I'm still wondering about the stage pick, if it was really a great choice for Marc. So we're going to see that now with the stage that's a bit smaller, a bit more compact.
We can immediately see Cpt.Falcon getting pushed to the corner. He has nowhere to run to.
Yeah, although Marc doesn't really capitalize on it that much, because here now he's in a situation where he can do the edge guarding, and
that's really where you need to get Cpt.Falcon.
Yep. Need to, you know, really abuse his poor recovery. Back throw, yes.
Getting something started? No.
Yeah, now he needs to make sure that he DIs it properly and goes back to the ground as soon as possible, so he won't get hit by the knee.
And that's it.
That's 40 out.
Still, he wasn't stuck ahead though, so already doing a lot better than game 1. Deck.
Oh, he allows Falcon to go back to the center.
Yeah, he keeps reacting properly to the tech, but he's always just a little bit too late with the grab.
Yeah, I feel like he should know the timings though, so maybe it's just, I don't know, a little getting used to the matchup for a little bit. Oh, he does that twice, the dash attack on shield. It should be a grab, right? But apparently he doesn't really do it on reaction. It's not his instinct to immediately grab once Cpt.Falcon's in his shield. And he's just hoping that maybe the dash attack will poke. It usually doesn't.
Get a bit of scene stalling.
And again, he was a little too late, which allowed Cpt.Falcon to get the knee.
Yeah, and then he gets the reverse one too. It probably completely screwed up his DI.
Absolutely.
That's
but
a very
this should
even
be
game.
an early kill, if he does it well.
Yeah.
Oh,
no! That should have been the stock.
That is unfortunate. He should have been dead. Let's see what Daisuki can do with this.
Okay. Oh. I like that he went for it though.
Yeah.
Doesn't only go for the basic confirm stock, but tries to get in those really powerful hits in there between.
Yeah, well, when you play Falcon, you shouldn't always play too safe, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of inherent to the character that every once in a while you have to style a bit. Again with the dash attack on the shield.
Oh! Jumps head first into a knee. Looking at a 53% deficit for the Cpt.Falcon. More than doable, especially with that kind of power, but if this last stock goes anything like the previous in this set, then Marc should be good to go. There's a lot of trades though.
Well, Cpt.Falcon is bringing it back, and Marc is
oh no,
basically
oh no,
at kill
oh no.
percentage.
Is that? I was feeling the true combo into knee.
Oh, but Daisuki flopped it. I feel like he should have gotten the knee.
Oh
there.
no!
There it is already.
Slight misspace on the dash attack, and Daisuki brings it back the last stock.
That is unfortunate.